Alright, welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. Good morning everyone, guys. Good morning Julius, I see you around. Good morning everyone that is already joining us again on this very channel, Dank Scott Traders Hub. Alright, so as usual, you guys know the drill. This is a new year and we already started on Friday, so no time to waste. Let's now get into prayer as usual and then get started with today's analysis. Father, we say thank you for the new year. Thank you that we are so far on the 5th day of January in the new year 2026. Thank you that we're back here. Thank you that we're going to make money this year, and you have already planned for us great things ahead of us this year. We say thank you that our success is ours. Thank you that our lives are changing for the better. Thank you that nothing is going to hinder us from doing what you called us to do, even in trading. We give you praise, we give you all the honor, Lord. Thank you for the profits that we are making today. Thank you for the perfect trade setups that you're giving us, the entry and exit levels that you're giving us. We give you praise for all this. We love you and we'll give you all the glory. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Alright, so without any further ado, you guys know that we always start with crush 500. So let's rush into crush 500. So crush 500 Friday. Let's see what we checked on Friday. This is today, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday we knew the price was consolidating a lot, so I had no business with it, but we knew we still wanted price to continue selling. That's what we were looking at the whole of last week. We wanted sales to continue, but on Friday we were having that consolidation right there, which later broke out during the late night that Friday and morning. Saturday broke out and continued to sell right below that support, and then after retested again on Saturday and Sunday, we saw that pullback right about there, about that OB there, or bearish OB on H1 right there, and then immediately dropped Sunday. So the whole of yesterday it sold massively, as you can clearly see. Yesterday it sold massively. Up to now it is still selling. So according to H4, you clearly see that we got a low, a high, then a new. It's coming down here to create a new lower low. So apparently, having seen on the left what I have on the left, I can anticipate a pullback to that breaker broke level where it broke that structure from, where it gave us that breakout from, and then drop again for this level, or continue straight to reach this level before it gives us a pullback. That is also possible. It can happen. Alright, so I see a change of fair value gap in there, so I can still use that and still grab it and continue down for the sell. So for me to confirm this, already I'm seeing price is oversold according to H4 on CCI down below there. Of course, daily we are looking for sales. That's what we've been looking for. So if I go to H4 on daily, all right, so I can easily now go to M15 to see if buys have started, and not yet. So buys have not yet started, so we cannot force any buy entries here. Let me see. think they're going to start anytime from this pullback. I may engage in it, I may not, so it depends on how it gives me a confirmation and the momentum that it will be having for this kind of a pullback move. Remember, the general trend is a sell trend or a downtrend or a bearish trend. That is a general trend. If we are looking for this buy move, it's gonna be against the general trend, which is not always advisable to do, but if you get it right, you get a sniper entry, you can get some good money even on the pullback move like that. But if you're not sure of when and a clean entry, you don't have to trade pullbacks. Pullbacks are tricky and they are risky to trade. So if you're not sure, you rather wait for the sales to begin around there, then you come in again with sales, than trying to trade the pullback and getting it wrong and wiping your account or taking a lot of your money. All right, so these are no longer necessary, we can delete them. What else? All right, so yeah, that's what you have there. Okay, so now I choose to leave it on M15. All I need to see is something that I can work with for the buys. If I can get a clear entry with good momentum, then I can enter this buy. Apparently I'm not seeing any of that, so I cannot do anything. I have to be patient. Boom 1000. Remember, today is a Monday and we've just started a new year, so market may be slow, so just be patient with the market. Just be patient with the market. All right, so boom 1000. Let's see. Boom 1000 Friday. This is Saturday, Summit Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday we knew the buys were continuing. If you look at this move here, this anticipation on Friday that I had made, price to give us a pullback and then we continue with buys. It did not give it to us immediately. The pullback happened here and then continued with the buys late night, right there, as you can see. Pullback there and then buys to come in. In fact, I missed to give an entry here. The entry, those who remember the Friday analysis, I told you we were supposed to enter when we were here. Let me show it to you on M15 so that you can understand it. So yeah, this was Friday. If you guys remember, I told you we were supposed to enter. Was it here? No, I doubt it was there. No, it was here. It was here when it gave us this week here. I think it was here. Not remembering the time we made the analysis, but I remember telling you we were supposed to enter, but I had missed the entry. Can't seem to see that level. Is this the one, or I'm on another asset? This I missed the entry because this is late. By the time it did this, we had already finished the analysis, so I don't think it is this level. I don't think it is this one here. So let's forget about that. So I missed this entry. It was supposed to be a perfect entry to continue this kind of a buy. What happened later was it reached the target there, immediately it started to sell just like we had anticipated. So right now we don't need these. Delete that. So on the sell, now we are on the sell. I want to see the sell on H4. See sell on H4. So after grabbing liquidity there, those who remember, that was our second point. So it so far has not gone above our this OB to grab the liquidity above there. So it has grabbed the one on the OB there. So we can delete that and then we go with that. So apparently, just hold on, something is not right here. Something is not right. So this we already saw, so I can delete this and that for now. So now we are seeing price coming there, grabbing that liquidity on the OB right there, just like we had anticipated some weeks back. So go to daily time frame. What are we having? A pullback. How about weekly sales? All right, so okay, something is still not quite clear for me right now. On Boom 1000, something is not quite clear for me yet, so I have to work with what I'm seeing currently. So I'm seeing that price is reacting to that according to H4, and clearly this level here is still valid. That liquidity above this OB is still valid. Yeah, it is still valid. This is our higher high. This is our higher low, was taken out, but now it's coming to this support, so it's likely to do this again, either there or there. So for now we can go for that previous bearish OB, which is here, this previous bearish OB, which is there. For now it can go there and then later drop down, but I need to confirm this. According to H4, we are looking for buys right here. As you can see, we're supposed to be looking for buys. I want to confirm the buys on M15. Now the buys on M15 can only be confirmed if we get a reversal on M15. We need a reversal signal, so hopefully it gives us a change of character on M15. As of now, this is a break of structure, and this is a lower high, a lower low apparently, and it has gone there to give us a lower high. So if it drops down and fails to take this lower low out, then we know that we will be coming in with our buy moves. So apparently no business with this Boom 1000, Boom 500. Now Boom 500, I missed an entry last night, and I actually was supposed to engage in it, this move right there. I just waited for this pullback. It failed to do it. Last night I was checking the market and I was looking at that. It was supposed to be a perfect entry. I missed my entry by the time it did this. By the time, in fact, it did this move, I was seeing it and I was waiting for it to react to that level. When it reacted to that, I wanted another pullback to give me a solid confirmation. This one here, this one there, this one, and it failed. But I should have made my first entry there. I had fear. I feared. Yeah, fear took over and I failed to make that entry. It should have been a very perfect sniper entry right there for that kind of a sell to hit the target all the way here. That was my move. Why? Because I was looking for that kind of a move from there, from all the way there to there, and clearly it was hit perfectly today morning. So right now I have no business with this asset. As we clearly see, price has reached all the way back. So let's now try to understand what is currently happening in the market. Delete all that, delete all it, even this this we don't need it, so delete it. Now go to H4. So I think we hit the target. Those who remember, we were trading a heads and shoulder. We were trading a heads and shoulder on just a minute. We were trading a heads and shoulder on a daily time frame. This was our left shoulder, this was our right shoulder, that was our head. So our target previously, it was from that head to all the way from the neckline. This was our neckline there, all the way to drop down here. So apparently we haven't reached our neckline yet. I want to first go to weekly. We have a fair value gap, a weekly fair value gap there. That's where we think price may even go to. So apparently we are still selling according to daily. I believe we're still selling. Yeah, we're still selling. And H4, let's see, H4 we are looking actually for buys. So apparently no business for sales. We may focus on H4. Okay, so now that I've seen that we haven't hit our target yet, and H4 is sort of giving us some buy moves, this is where we saw a break of structure. This is not, I may not consider this as a break of structure, I may consider this only. So price is likely to do this, to give us that, and then drop down again, and drop down again, and drop down again. So according to H4. Now having seen that, let me delete that, let me hold that. Okay, what is that line for? Okay, that line is an order block that was clearly taken out, so it was not even respected, so I can take it, can remove that. All right, so go back to H4. So H4 has started already buys. It did not give us even a change of character, so go to H1. Nothing like a change of character, perfect change of character, so it is just doing a pullback. So this is just a pullback. So according to H1, we see buys are continuing all the way to we have a resistance about there on H1. If you go to M15, that is a resistance. Price is failing to break it, so we know that we currently have a support and a resistance on we have a support and a resistance on M15 and H1 right there. So if we have that, then we know price is going to play around that, and then it will eventually break and continue with the buys, So having seen that, what are we seeing on M5? Sells. What are we seeing on M15? Buys. If you zoom out, we see actually sells. If you zoom out on H4, you actually see buys. So we have to first sell on M15 until we are ready to buy on M15. So apparently sales are active. can we enter now? According to M5, not yet. Price is above our 10 MA, so we are not in clear to sell. We are not yet cleared to sell on M15. Not yet cleared to sell. M5 is already selling, but not M15. M15 in May still breakout and then drop and then drop and then drop. So I'm gonna be a bit patient here for this kind of a sell. I may enter this sell. I may enter this sell. So fingers crossed. Let's hold on and see what is happening. Now this is I normally, you guys already know that we do a top-down analysis, so I normally start from all the way higher time frame to drop all the way to a lower time frame, sometimes even to M1. But right here I don't need M1. I've already seen M5, M15 and M5, so I'll be anticipating something like this. If it decides not to react there, if it decides not to react on that OB right there, that doji OB there on M15, then it will break. I will wait for it to break this, then I can enter sales to take me shortly here to this support level. So that is it. There I get a perfect entry and a perfect move. Here I get a short sell move when it breaks down here. That is what I'm gonna be anticipating. Perfect. Now let's head over to V25S. Hello Judy, how are you? Happy New Year too. V25S. So with this one, the pullback never happened. Somehow, somewhere it got enough momentum to break out and continue selling. So let's look at that. So this was yesterday, Saturday, Friday. The pullback that we wanted here never happened. Okay, the sale happened, but then the breakout here never happened. The breakout on that OB never happened. And then price tested again and then got a weird momentum on Saturday to break that strong support. So now all this is no longer necessary. If you go to M15, you'll be able to see why we wanted that, why we wanted this. And surprisingly, it gave us a change of character right here, right there, and tested, in fact, to give us that kind of a sell. That was on Friday. Tested that change of character and dropped for that kind of a sell, but then it was very close to the support, so I was not looking at trading it either way. It was very close to the H4 support, so all this now can be taken out. We don't need it. Okay, so first go back to daily time frame. We are looking for sells perfectly, and we already have that change of character right there on H4, and I doubt it will now go back since it has gone down this trend line. So let's first delete all that. We have a clean chart. All right, so now we know we are looking for sells on all time frames, higher time frames, weekly, daily. H4 is now being seen as oversold. We can already see the reason why it is showing us that it is oversold, because of the left OB there, which is holding price there and now making it a support. So now we have our support there on H4, and we are seeing price playing games there. It's getting some reaction to probably give us a pullback. So having seen that on the left, we can go to M15. M15, is it ready to buy? It is actually buying, but with a slow momentum, with a weird momentum right there. So all I can do is try to draw my trend lines there. I have a support trend line. I don't have yet a resistance trend line. That means there is no business with this asset yet. I cannot do anything with this asset right now. I can only wait. I can only wait to see what will come through later. But apparently we have no change of character. If price breaks this level, then that will be our change of character on M15, which will eventually tell us that we are going to be entering buys. Why would this be a change of character? Because this is our lower low, and that will be our lower high, and then it tried to go for a lower low, failed, came to that OB on M15, and now it is trying to break it. It is trying to break the previous, our current lower high, which is there. If it breaks it, that will be a change of character, meaning we have a reversal signal. But then I will also have this confluence area drawn on M15, meaning if price breaks that, then I can easily make my buy entries to take me all the way up there. So I won't be trading anything here until price breaks this confluence area, which will be sort of like a resistance for us there. Once price breaks it, we have a perfect entry for the buys to take us all the way up there. All right, so I think this is now very clear on V25S. We already started from H4, where we've seen that price is oversold. It's looking for some pullback move, but daily and weekly we are still strongly selling. The reason why we are looking for a pullback is because of such a confluence area where we have that OB on the daily time frame, but also on the H4 you see that around there. So that's why price is reacting there, and that's why we are oversold on H4. We need some pullback move, and then later we sell according to the higher time frame. So that's why I'll be looking for something like that on M15 if price breaks that level right there. We haven't gotten a change of character yet. It is consolidating. So if it is like this and it is failing to break that, one may even say that price is likely to give you this. It's likely to give you that right there, give you that fake breakout right here. So no business, apparently no business. All right, let's now head over to V75. Edith, wow, it's been a while. Edith, how are you? Happy New Year to V75. All right, so V75, now I think we are ready to enter some buys. I think we are ready. Yeah, I think we are ready for the buys. Okay, there, so delete that. We are ready for the buys, and we'll be looking for something like that, and that means this OB, that means that OB is the target right there, that is the target. All right, so first go to daily time frame. We understand why we need this. Okay, zoom out. Okay, we need buys and daily time frame. Weekly is weird, but we need buys. So go back to H4. H4, is it ready for the buys? Yeah, almost. I see on the left we have a confluence area and we have that order block. which is now going to be acting as a support, as we currently see price has reacted to it, and the new H4 has started, and clearly it is sort of starting as a buy. But remember, the previous move has been a strong sell momentum, but we have our trend line here, which is going to be as our support trend line right there. So we have two supports currently supporting our anticipation of buys. We have this support, a trend line support. We have also this support, OB support right there. So they are all giving us the same thing, meaning we need to be looking for buys. So I can delete this for now, delete that, delete this, and I think now we are in clear to understand what to do. So having seen that, go back to that, go to H1. H1 is oversold, also ready to look for buys. And how about M15? M15 is also oversold. So all I need here is a reversal on M15, a reversal signal on M15 to start buying. That is it. That will make that is what I'll be waiting for. Once I have that, no business, no waiting for anything. I'll be just making my buy entries. I'll be just making my buy entries. Yeah, I'll be making my buy entries. We are buying, whether we want it or not. We are going to be looking at buys today. We're going to be looking at buys today. The entry is not yet clear. We cannot enter now unless if you have a big account and you risk not putting a stop loss, or you risk putting your stop loss all the way below here, all the way below there. Yeah, but if you put it near, it can easily get a kind of a liquidity, a stop hunt kind of move, and then later continue with buys. So the reason why I say, if you enter now, you rather not put a stop loss, or when you put a stop loss, you put it just a bit here, so that when it tries to look for a stop hunt, like how it does here, like how it did here, as you can see there, this was a stop hunt. This move, this candle here, that was a stop hunt right there. So when it does the same here, you are a bit safe. So you need to know this. All right, so no business here. I'm just gonna be waiting. I'm not going to do an early entry now. I'm just gonna be patiently waiting, because there's nothing we can now rush us, because we know this is the move that will be coming, and that is it. All right, that is enough on V75. Let's go to jump 50. Jump 50. All right, jump 50. Let's see. No, jump 50 is still having a long momentum. Ever since last week. Look at the only day we saw a big move, that was I think Thursday. Let's see, this is Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Thursday is where we saw some kind of good momentum, but Wednesday, Tuesday maybe, yeah, but Thursday, and look at Friday, look at Saturday, look at Sunday. So I don't like trading such a market. So we wanted Friday, we wanted some continuation of buys. We never saw them. We got some kind of a fake breakout here on the support. Let's see what it is on H4. Yeah, some kind of fake breakout, because this is our support there. So fake breakout, and apparently we are sort of getting a change of character again on H4. So price is trying to break that to give us a reversal signal, but it is still failing. So it is not a market that you want to find yourself engaged in. Of course, I'd said if it breaks this level perfectly, then we are coming in with sells, but clearly you can see it is only weeks it is only the wicks there. We don't have a break of structure yet, so that's why buys are very necessary. I mean, we are looking at buys here. We are anticipating buys here because the momentum, I mean the actual structure, it looks for buys, not sells, is showing us buys, not sells. All right, so right now I'm not gonna be trading this. I cannot trade something like that. In fact, if I go to H1, let's make sense of this. Let's try to make sense of this. So we have some weird anticipation here. I'm gonna have to leave two lines there, but I'm thinking of these. I'm thinking of these here, these lows trying to be on the same level right there, and then a high there. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. This other one, it's quite not clear, but it can actually, it can easily be a descending triangle right there. Yeah, it's crazy. So please don't focus on this. I'm the only one who's seeing what I'm seeing here. Unless if you're seeing what I'm seeing, I have two kinds of lines. I have this and that. This is the current one, so I'm using that with a solid line. This is a previous one where we are seeing price sort of reacted to it as a support. It was a resistance first, then broke it and then reacted to it right now, which is trying to continue with buys there after reacting to it and having that rejection wick there, as you can see. So this is why I have that also, this line here, to act as a support, as a resistance support trend line. Then I have this, which is my current, just like I have this. These are two current highs, high there. This is the one for the lows, low here, low here, low here. But the lows that we use right here, it is only this one with the high, which gives us this low, and then the low here, which gives us that high all the way up there. That's why I'm using that and that to give me that. So that's why this is so far what I may use. Then this weird one is the low that gives us the high there, and then comes here, gives us a low that gives us a high there. Weird. It is a weird one. So I may actually remove this for now. I may remove that for now and remain with these three for now. So it is still weird. It is still in anticipation. You cannot do anything until furthermore movements to confirm which is which to go with. But as of now, no business. Like I told you, it is having low momentum, and apparently we see that buys are sort of taking shape from a time frame we are on H1 and even sort of M15, but on H4 it's still quite weird for us to buy, even though we are seeing signs of a change of character right here. It's still crazy for us to think of buys. But we've seen on M15 that buys are taking shape, and if we removed this here and we use that, that means price broke that resistance and now it is coming strongly with buys. So most of the times I enter buys here when price goes above my 10 MA, having seen that price retested such a level. But I'm not going to do that because this asset, I've told you, it is having a low momentum, so I don't usually trade assets with low momentum. So I rather leave it for now until it picks up the momentum. J25. Alright, so J25, let's start from weekly. We looked at sales. Yeah, sales. We're looking for sales. If you go to weekly, daily, yeah, we're looking for sales, and today I started as a strong sell. If we go to H4, zoom out, yeah, okay. If we don't zoom out, we are looking for sales. Price is still above our 10 MA though, even on the daily time frame. So I want to delete these for now. Before I delete them, I want to see this. Okay, all right, so I see that. First delete that, delete this, delete that, delete this. So on Friday, this is yesterday, this is Saturday, Friday, we were here, so we were trading within this trend. I think we made a loss. Did we make a loss? I think we did. I don't remember. I think we made a loss. I made an early entry. Okay, this is not the account. So I made an early entry for the buy. We were looking for the pullback here for this buy move, but it continued because our line was here at first. Our line was there at first. That was where our line was, right there. So we had made an early entry for the buys. It came with a big momentum, took us out, and then later played games and went back into buys. Just the move that we wanted. That's what happened on Friday. So we made a loss, me and the VIP guys, on this asset. Yeah, so this one we need to look for how to pay back. It has to give us that money, not as a revenge, but with smart setups that we can work with. So we made a loss here, even though we made money on other assets to recover it, but most of the times we want to recover with the exact asset that took our money. All right, so this was a loss here on Friday. It was a manipulation move that took us out and then later went to our way. Then later dropped down because we had already anticipated that we wanted that pullback to grab liquidity all the way here. Why there? Now let me show you why here. This is the reason why we wanted it to come all the way there. Is it here? Not really. The move is here, this low that gave us that high, so that's what we were trading right there. So we wanted price to come all the way at around 61.8 fib ratio. It hasn't reached it yet. So, and looking at daily time frame, that was also a what, like there's a big fair value gap in there. This is a daily candle there. That was some big momentum that day. This is one candle, daily candle there. From this was massive buys right there. This is one candle from here to there, daily candle, and this, the whole of this is a fair value gap. But we were interested in the area around 61.8. So price hasn't reached it yet. It has touched the level, but it has not touched the 61.8. So that's why the sales are still valid. All right, so having said all this on J25, let's now try to clean up. Let's try to clean up this move. I anticipated it yesterday. this move. I knew it was going to continue and buy, reach there. This was yesterday's analysis. Even though I did not trade it, I did trade it shortly, because when I entered, I saw that I had entered long way, so I moved out immediately. Then it dropped. It would have taken a lot of money here actually if I had not moved out, and then later got into that move that I had already anticipated. That was yesterday's analysis. So now let's remove the history, and now let's look at that sell. All right, so we've started to sell apparently according to H4, and according to daily time frame we need sells. All right, so if we go to H1, we see some, okay, I don't want to use H1, let's go to M15. So M15, we see price is strongly breaking, is strongly breaking that level, going for a sell. Breaking that level, going for a sell. All right, we want to dissect this properly so that we can understand what to do. Let's dissect this, let's dissect this, let's dissect this. All right, so we have that. Now something like this is quite tricky, because it clearly shows you the buyers are still in control. Yeah, it clearly shows you the buyers are still in control, whether we want it or not. This already signifies to you that buyers are still in control. Let's first remove that there and put it around there. So if I'm to use my fib, I can easily understand that it has come to 61.8 exactly, right there. It has come to 61.8, which is our retracement level. So without any questions asked, I cannot think of selling now. Having seen this structure, which is sort of like a flag, and of course having seen price reacting to 61.8 from that high and to this 61.8 golden ratio, fib golden ratio, I know that I cannot enter sales right now. I cannot, because I may be blindfolded here by a move like this, only to continue with some buys a little more and come probably around there, because that's what I'm seeing price doing right there. So I'm not going to do anything here. My anticipation is buys to there for now, for today. Buys to there, buys to there. But if it breaks this level, then there's business. This is a support right here on M15. So if it breaks this level, then there's business for sales. But I cannot afford to sell right now. I cannot afford to sell right now. So let me delete that. I have my trend line there. Price is failing to break it. This is like a fake breakout here. Let's see if the buys are in. If I zoom out here, yes, price has reached our retracement level on CCI, and of course M5 is already showing buys. So having seen this, I'm actually going to look for an entry for buys on M5. So if M5 goes above my 10 MA, it's an automatic entry for me to buy on M5. It's gonna be an automatic buy entry for me. All right, so that's it on this asset. Let me leave it at M5. All I need is a reversal entry, a reversal signal here or price to be above my 10 MA on M5, and then I enter buys. If I don't see that, I cannot enter. If I don't see that, I cannot enter, because if we are on M5 and we are seeing something like this, this can literally be a breakout and then it continues to sell. But I'm not working out like that, because this can be a fake breakout according to M15 with that wick. So no business here, no business. I will leave it at M5 and let's run to J10. Right, J10 we made a lot of money on Saturday. So the VIP guys know that we made money on Saturday, because we had made some losses on Friday, though we made some money to recover, but we needed more to even make more money as we started the year. So Saturday we made money on this asset. Let's see, yeah, we were here, that was Saturday. This was Saturday. We sold it and then we bought it. Those who are on VIP, you know that we sold it and then we bought it again. So that's how we made the money perfectly according to M15. It was there. I think I changed that, but it was there. We bought it right there. So now let's look at today. Let's look at today. Okay, so I want to first delete everything right there. Delete that. Right, I have so many lines here, so delete this. That was an order block, it was not respected. Grab liquidity there, then gave us a break of structure right here. That is a break of structure right there. All right, so if we go to daily, price has gone to that OB. Daily OB is where we are currently, and today I started as a rejection from buyers. All right, okay, so buyers are taking charge, as we clearly see that. Can we have an entry? Not really. We have no business with this asset. So now I want to delete everything that I have here. Everything that I have here, delete. Go to H4. This, delete. Sales from there, are they going to begin? I don't know. We will see. We will see. We will see. So this we can also delete now. We have this. This is where we are currently. So can we drop down to H4 and see if we can get a better OB on H4? That will be the one there. That will be the one. So a bearish OB. So price is headed there. If I go to H1, okay, so this is low momentum, so we know price is headed there. Let's maintain H4. I'm going to M15. Do I have an entry for buys? Do I have an entry for buys? I think we do. Let's try to make sense of this on M15. I think we have some business with this asset. We might get some business with this asset. Yeah, we do have business with this asset. We've already seen that H4 we are buying, and it is headed all the way to that OB on H4. So if we come to M15, we have a flag. we have a flag, even though it is a bit weird from the previous move here. When we know it is going to continue buying. So can we enter now? We can try to look for a sniper on M5. Yeah, so it's looking for a pullback after breakout. It's looking for some pullback after breakout. I can make my first entry here and I can wait for another entry later, but this is a perfect breakout already for the buys to continue, So let me use actually M1 today. So if I use M1, I see that it is still dropping, so I'm gonna wait for M1 to be ready to buy. That's what I'm going to wait for. Once M1 is ready for the buys, nothing will hold me to make that entry. Nothing will hold me to make that buy entry. So for now, that's it. We are looking for buys on J10. All right, so lastly is gonna be gold. I got when we made a loss on J25. It was a big loss, sort of like a big loss, depending on the lot that you had used. I did not enter this. Even the VIP, I told them I don't love over trading because we had already made a loss on J10 and market had moved me out early in crash 500, so I had made 2 losses earlier that day, so I couldn't trade another asset after what I had gone through, the loss I had made. So I had left in some other asset, which was J10, I think, where we made some money. So now this one, it followed the analysis perfectly and hit the target. That was on Friday. It hit the target perfectly, just like we had anticipated. That is gold. So congrats to everyone that traded gold actually, because this was the way we had anticipated. So hitting the target, we see what happened later. Change of character right there. Now today started as, look at that jump right there, look at that. So it started as a buy move and strongly buy. Up to now it is still strongly looking for buys. All right, so this is on M15. I will normally start from a weekly point of view. Now clearly we saw the break of structure on the weekly time frame right there, break of structure, and it gave us that high, then dropped. This drop happened last week. That was a drop last week as we entered the new year, and now today this week has started as a strong buy right there, as you can see. All right, so what can we do now? What can we do now? All right, so looking at H4, we see what happened here. These are 3 lows. This is a triple bottom, clearly right there. That is considered to be a triple bottom, and this is considered to be our neckline right there, as you can see. That is a clear signal for continuation of buys right here, a reversal signal for buys right here. Know that buys are continuing. Now can we enter now? I don't think I can. Yes, we know it's going to go all the way up there. That's where it is headed to. But after heading there, are we going to see some pullback for us to actually get enough momentum to break that resistance, that is where our perfect entry is. That is gonna be our perfect entry when it does that, when it does this pullback. So about today, can we enter? Let's look at today. Can we? Let's see. It's crazy. I don't have an entry. The entry, no, I can't even lie to you that I would have entered even if I was in the market earlier than now. So there's no business here, nothing. I don't trade something that is having low momentum and with no signs of pulling back. This is our confluence area right there. So if price fails to give us a pullback on that confluence area, then no business. But this can be our anticipation for today. This can be our anticipation for today right there. If it does something like that, then we know that we have business to continue with buys. This is a confluence area. It's gonna be hard for price to break it just like that before it does pull back from the level where it broke this neckline from. So this is the anticipation. Get to that confluence area, then drop down for what? Drop down for a pullback, and then we get in with our buys to break that resistance level and take us all the way to the target, to hit that target right there. All right, I think that's enough on this asset. So those who love trading gold on a lower time frame, I cannot tell you to trade now, but buys are still strongly in, and you can see it's trying to give you another break of structure. This was a break of structure. This was a higher high on M5, higher low. Now it's looking for a new higher high, and that is a weak high already shown there, so it means buys are continuing. But it's gonna be a very tricky one. You'll be on the edge of the seat, and something like that. It's gonna be a risky one, but it's likely going to reach that confluence area and then drop down later. So that's it. I cannot say any much more than this. I'm gonna wait for it on H1. Now let's do the recap and we call it a day. I want to remind us that VIP signals are still available. The offer for the class expired on Saturday, so today we are starting. I can give a chance to anyone who is here who wants to eat, who wants the offer. Anyone who is on the live stream now and wants it, he can get the offer. But generally to the rest of the guys who are not on the stream now, the offer expired on Saturday. So I want us to know that, and now let's do the recap. All right, so okay, gold is picking up the momentum, it's breaking. So yeah, I'm not going to enter it, but I know it's gonna go there. All right, so we started with crash 500. You look at the momentum, and this is even M15. It is as if it is not even moving. So I don't deal with such a momentum, even though we know we are looking for buys and then later sell. Boom 1000. All right, so let's see boom 1000. All we need is a reversal here to enter some buys. But this is a lower low, lower high, and this is a break of structure now, so it's still no business here. This is a break of structure, so still no business here for this pullback buy. This pullback buy there, because we know is going to later sell. But if it breaks this level, then you can as well enter immediately your sells. If it breaks this order block, which is a support actually. This is a support if you drag it all the way here. That's a support area. Boom, 500. We need a pullback to reach there, and we are on a support currently. Then later we can sell. So can we wait for the buys now? Not really. It's still selling strongly. It is still selling strongly. So if it breaks this level, then you enter sells immediately. If it breaks this OB support level, then you enter sells immediately. Alright, so this is V25S, and clearly we've seen a breakout right there, and now it's headed there. We can only enter buys if it breaks there, or enter sells. No sells, no sells. No sells according to higher time frame. We are looking for buys, unless if you're scalping, unless if you're going to scalp, but apparently no sells. We are looking at price breaking that and then giving us buys according to H4. Though daily we are looking for sells, but H4 we need to first buy before we can sell. So that's what we need. We need buys, and we've now seen a breakout there, which is now a change of character on M15, meaning it is confirming the buys. Volatility 75, we need buys here, but we can only wait for them when we get a reversal signal, and I believe we are getting one here. If price bill goes above my 10 MA, I will be entering. If this candle closes above my 10 MA, I'll be making my buy entries on M15. I will not be waiting. If this current candle closes above my 10 MA, that is on V75. Jump 50, still playing games. Yeah, it closed above our 10 MA and there, but there's that as a resistance, so no business. Still tricky. Still a tricky thing, so I'm not going to be doing any entries at all, even though we know we are looking for buys. Yeah. All right, so J25, I think I'm gonna be entering. Let me see, that is M5. Let me see M1. Alright, so M1 is getting in shape. How about M15? Okay, M15. The next candle of M15, I think I'm gonna be entering buys depending on what I will see on M5 and M1. So the next M15 is gonna be happening in the next 11 minutes. So let's wait. We might get in with buys at midday. J10. Alright, so let's work with J10. J10, I said we wait for M1. I think at midday we will also be looking at buys. So this was a breakout pullback. I think we should be making our entries now. Let's wait for a reversal on M1. That will be a signal for me to make that immediate entry. Look at that on M1. Look at that on M1. So buys are coming in. I'm gonna be entering buys on J10 anytime from now. Anytime from now. It's gonna be a sniper entry. It's gonna be a sniper entry. All right, so that's it. Lastly is gold. I've told you gold is heading there, and we have a conference from the left there. When we reach there, it's likely to drop, probably in the New York session, and then towards the end of the New York session, we will likely get in with some buys in the Asian session to continue with this buy trend. All right, I think that's it. That's it for today. Hope you had a great time. I see Judy, you're saying you're saying how much. Inbox me for that. I think if you want the offer for the mentorship, that is 300. That is the offer, and I'm just giving it to the ones that are here. Yeah, if you're here and you have someone or you yourself you want to do that, you still have an offer, because we are starting today the class at 3 p.m. We are starting today the class at 3 p.m. Good morning, Patrick, how are you? And now that makes it the end of our session. Hope you had a great time with me. We will be back here tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30, as we get started this year in great gear. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Bye bye.